I didn't like the traditional geometry, and I was like, this is just going to be a gym walking shoe. It felt really slappy. However, now after a couple of runs, I've definitely changed my tune. So the Vomero has had a bit of a confusing evolution to get to where it is today. So its previous models have been loved and been hated by many people, but Nike on their 17th model here are still standing by their traditional Vomero. So it is their neutral premium daily trainer. So price wise, $240 in Australia, $160 in the US. Weight wise, 300 grams or 10 ounces in a men's size 9. In the stack, we've got 39 millimeters in the rear, 29 in the front, 10 millimeter drop. Okay, so in the upper here, we have got a double layered engineered mesh. So that's actually quite thick. Breathability is okay, but it's not the best. So it may get a little hot in those summer months. Comfort wise, obviously this is a plush shoe. We've got lots of padding around the heel collar. Very padded and plush tongue. Heel counter, we've got a super duper stout heel counter, so that's as solid as a tank. I can't get any flex through there, and we've got that little heel flare that's reminiscent of some older models. Laces, no issues with the laces today. I'm getting a pretty good lockdown in the shoe. It's a pretty comfortable shoe to put on, so that first step in comfort is very nice. So the fit is true to size, and I think the space of the toe box for my foot is just right. So it's not too narrow and it's not too thick, just right for me. Overall comfort though, really comfortable shoe, and the build quality is pretty good from Nike as well. So in the midsole here, we've got a dual density midsole. So they've got their super flash market leading ZoomX foam on the top, and at the bottom they have got their EVA blend Cushlon foam. Now how these two foams work together, so that top layer of ZoomX is going to give you that soft, squishy feeling that gives you a little bit of bounce, and at the bottom that Cushlon is giving the shoe some stability and obviously ramping up the durability in the shoe. So, and in the geometry here, there's no significant rocker in this shoe. It's a very traditional geometry. Right, so how does that package put together ride? Well, you can definitely feel the ZoomX in this model, so more so than the previous model. So that top layer does give you a little bit of softness and a little bit of bounce and a little bit of that energizing ZoomX feel. However, the ride is mainly stable, so that's what it sings out to me. It's a very stable shoe, and that's provided by this Cushlon and this wide base here. So very stable ride. Yeah, there is a little bit of ZoomX magic in it. You can definitely feel that, but I'm not overwhelmed by that ZoomX feeling as you would get in the Nike Invincible. So it's going to be bouncy and squishing around everywhere. This shoe is not going to give you that. What I think's missing is the rocker. So when you've been running in rocket shoes for so long, and then you come back to some traditional geometry, this shoe to me feels a little bit slappy. Right, so in the outsole here, they have got pretty much full rubber coverage, and they've got this thick rubber and these waffle lugs that make it extremely grippy. So really good on the road, and really nice just on that really nice dirt road as well. So it's probably a little bit overdone on the outsole if you ask me. So it does feel a bit slappy as well, because there's just so much of this outsole rubber. There's a bit of a groove here to give you some bounce when you do land through the midfoot and the rear foot, so that's quite noticeable and quite nice. But overall, we've got a really sticky, grippy, and very durable outsole here. So what I'm liking so far is definitely the comfort of this shoe. So really comfortable, really good step-in comfort, and this upper is quite nice as well. I'm also liking the stability of the ride. It's not overly stable, but I think they've just got the right amount of stability just to protect you on those long runs. Okay, so what I'm still figuring out is just the high drop of this Nike shoe. So I don't usually run in shoes that have got a super high drop, so trying to figure out that one, how this best suits my foot strike. And dislikes in the shoe so far is definitely the amount of rubber on the outsole and the slappiness of the ride. Right, just to summarise my first impression. So when I first put my foot in this and had a little jog, I was not impressed. I got real Pegasus vibes. I didn't like the traditional geometry, and I was like, this is just going to be a gym walking shoe. It felt really slappy. However, now after a couple of runs, I've definitely changed my tune. The ride's fine, like it's okay. It's not blowing me out of the water. Right, so my prediction with this shoe is I think definitely it's going to be good to go for what it's marketed for. So it's an easy day long run shoe, and I think it's going to be not too bad out there on those trails, all those light trails and those dirt roads. So I feel a little bit sorry for this version of the Vomero because I've currently got it in rotation with that 1080, the new version, the V13. So I absolutely love that shoe. So my feelings towards this shoe may be a little skewed by how good that other shoe is. And that's it from me, guys. Just remember, if you've got any questions, drop them in the comments below. Love reading those. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you give us a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and we'll see you next time.